excited. Guys, what is going on? What is going on? I'm gonna rug pull this spaces from them when they're talking. They're over here still talking on this spaces. I'm gonna rug pull them. Just, you know what? Now actually I'm just gonna mute. I'm just gonna turn it down and let them have fun over there. I'll just leave it up. Yeah. Oh, wait. They can't hear. Now they can hear you guys. Sorry. I'm over here. I have our spaces up. And they're still talking. They're having fun. Nice. So I'm just going to leave it up, guys. And
yeah, I left.
Did you guys leave? There's so many people still there. So I feel bad if I rug it from them, guys. I'm just going to leave it there. And you guys let them know that we're talking about everything in YouTube. Guys, give me 1 second. We're trying to piece everything together at the last minute. We should actually, and Jerry, maybe you can confirm this with me. Maneki should be 100% minted, guys. We're closed down.
Yep. Yeah, we're closed down. We pulled them all and we're burning them. So they're done.
Boom, guys. No more Manekis. No more Manekis. You cannot buy them anymore off Stargaze unless somebody else sells them. And we're going to judge you if you do.
No one's selling anything, man.
Let me again. I don't know how YouTube is gonna feel about this, but I brought out one of my favorites to celebrate with you guys. I don't know if you guys can see this because of the green screen, but right now, this is Glenmorangie. This is a Highland Scottish whiskey, right? It's Scotch, but it's a single malt Scotch, and we are going to celebrate with you guys today. I even got matching glasses. That's how much I drink, guys, by the way. We have matching glasses. We're going to celebrate today. Let me pour this. Celebrate you guys, the Maneki launch, the Maneki burn, the Maneki project in general. Cheers. It's so good. It's so good. They're over there jibber jabbering still over there.
Let me see if I have some alcohol. Be right back.
That's not bad. That's like 2 fingers, right? That's like they call that a nip. It's a nip. Give me 1 second, guys. While we're doing all of this, now that the mint is closed, now that we hit, I think we hit 27%. Let me see here. We actually, let me update this. We actually were able to get, oh no, they're showing them all. They're showing them all now because it says 100% minted. But I believe we got to 276. 278. I'm sorry, 278. It was a little bit behind. And Hubble Tools, guys, is going to show you because we just pulled them back in. It's going to show you all of them. But we were able to mint 278 Manekis. Grassroots movement with you guys from the ground up, guys. We didn't reveal. Can I just swear? Fuck it, right? Whatever. This isn't about YouTube. This is about you guys.
Fuck it, man.
Fuck it. We fuck it. We're drinking, right, guys? We didn't tell you guys shit. We didn't tell you guys any of the use case. We didn't tell you guys any of the big plans that we have. This was literally a grassroots movement if I've ever seen one. And I'm fucking floored by the support that Maneki Cosmos has received by the whole entire IBC community. Like, amazing. Grits, Brent, like we all said, like our expectations were fucking just blown out the water. I really did not expect to get up above like 10%, to be honest with you.
Can I be honest though, Tank? My expectations were not blown out of the water. Like I was expecting at least 30 to 40% personally.
Did you really?
I know. Yeah, I mean, it could be a bias, right? Because I know the utility and I know everything, but at the same time, I know how valuable this channel is in this community and the information and like the real love we have between the OGs here, man. Like I knew everyone was going to jump on board and I thought that was going to spread like wildfire. But honestly, 27% is still fantastic. I mean, after the first few days, we were at like 10, 11%. And I thought we were going to plateau there. So I think we did pretty well, all things considered, man.
Wow. Holy crap. Okay, guys. Yeah, I agree. And I think, it's kind of hard because I'm super biased, right? Like a few of us, the Knots team, Jerry, Rusty, they knew, Grits knew, there was the inner circle. We all knew, right? So a little hard to not be, leaning that way, but we were competing against some really fucking big heavy hitters. And like hats off to Jerry and Rusty and the whole entire Knots crew, guys. Before I go in, like, I know you guys are like, just get to it already. I have to give credit where credit's due. Y'all fucking killed it. You guys fucking murdered it, Jerry. Like, you guys absolutely took my ideas and my thoughts and what I was envisioning, and you guys just one swing, basically. One fucking swing, everybody, and they knocked it out the goddamn park. Like, it was amazing.
Thank you, Tank. You know, and as soon as you had told Rusty and I what your vision was, and knowing who you are, we were just so excited to jump on board. And, you know, the Knots team, we like to get down to work right away. So we're like, Tank, this is amazing. What you're doing is completely different than any other NFT creator. And it's just going to bring so much value to Cosmos. So we were just so excited and honored, really, to
Workhorses.
be part of to be part of IBC Gang. It's been amazing, and I'm just so excited that you'll be able to reveal everything you want to do. And, you know, talking about numbers, we were a bit lower, but, you know, just last few days, I think people have really come on board and just come out and said, you know, $200 is a lot, or, you know, somewhere in that range. But
it's more than that now, right? Like, what was it recently, guys?
Like
What?
267.
yeah,
267 a Maneki. That's an expensive ass NFT. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was expensive at 160. It was expensive at 200. I know that. Everybody knew that. But we're doing something completely different. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But like, yeah, like, well, it's because you guys are workhorse. What the hell is the difference between what is those damn big Budweiser horses that you always see?
Clydesdales.
Fucking Clydesdales. You guys are Clydesdales. You guys are fucking Clydesdales. So like anybody, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna do this whole fucking different stream where, you know, we're gonna talk about the process and like just like the overall working relationship that you know we've grown together and with doing this project and stuff like that. But I'm telling you guys right now, the Knots team and their program that they have for helping new artist or, you know, somebody with an idea like myself bring it to life, it's fucking phenomenal. I like Clydesdales, fucking Clydesdales, guys. I'm not even joking. YouTube, I don't give a shit. I'm swearing all day, every day. I've been dying to say this for like over a month. Phenomenal.
It's been great, Tank. You know, you're a big name, and you've helped us out too. You know, just our cooperation, and we're already we're working on with a new token called Gelato here in Cosmos, and we're working with them on their NFT creation, and then we're also in talks with Bitsong. So it's a real honor. You know, Rusty and myself, we pride ourselves on trust and honoring what we commit ourselves to do. So it's nice to see the fruits of those labors come true.
Yeah. Yep. Man, I can't wait to actually do that show as well and let people know like just what you guys have readily available for people to work with. And like, if you got a good idea, guys, I'm not gonna, I'll get over it. I promise I'll get it. But I'm telling you, reach out to myself, reach out to them. And if you don't know how to get it, I'll get you guys there. Like, it's worth it. But so thank you. I wish Rusty could be here, but he's doing something with his kids. So like, you know, family first, guys. But I'm glad one of you guys could be here. When he comes around, I'm gonna give him all the praise of the world as well. But again, thank you so much, Knots team. You guys are fucking great. And then
I just wanted to throw that out there, Tank, too. That just remember, guys, there was no freebies. Tank was buying his own. Rusty and myself, we bought our own. We bought one for Knots as a giveaway in one of our 8-ball project, but when Tank talks to you, remember every Maneki has a purpose. Every Maneki has a value, and that's why there was no giveaway contest or anything like that, because everyone is truly unique and necessary within the community. The ones that have been bought.
Yep. Everybody. There was no anybody. There was no what am I trying to think of? Edge. Nobody had an edge. Nobody. Not myself. Not my team. And then speaking of my team, I just want to take a quick moment and give a shout out to my two main dudes that's helped me throughout all of this. Grits, Bren, like, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, you guys are fucking amazing. Amazing mods, amazing individuals, like amazing community members, just far, like, I can't tell you guys how much they've put into this along with me. I could not have done this without them at all. None of this would have been possible. And then for them to take as much shit as they have, because I know people were reaching out to them, you know, trying to pick their brain. It was like, it was a lot, and they sacrificed a lot.
People.
Yeah, and they bought it just as much. So like they were on board from day one when we were talking about it.
I was just here before.
Yeah, they were like. So again, I just want to tell you two, and along with, I don't want to mess any of my other mods. Like Blau is a mod in the Discord and helps us out on YouTube as well. And there's several other people that none of this would ever have been possible without them. And they know exactly who they are. Like none of them, all the Crypto Lobster crew, the OGs that helped me when I was Crypto Tank and all this other stuff. Like, y'all stuck with me, and fucking, like, I made a promise and commitment back then, and I'm sticking to it now. This channel, Crypto Tank IBC Gang, will always be for the people. I will never be bought out. Everything I do will have way more benefit for the people than myself, and I'm committed to calling out bullshit and being for the people entirety. I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing that game. I don't need to play that game. And like, none of this would have never been possible without any of you guys that I've mentioned so far. And then, like, lastly, all of you guys, like everybody in chat, the IBC gang. I promise you, I'm gonna get to it. Being a little bit sentimental, like it's a lot. It's a fucking shit ton right now. And like I've said it so many times in the stream, and I mean it. None of this stuff matters without you guys. None of this stuff matters without you guys. No protocol, Juno doesn't matter, Osmo doesn't matter, Atom doesn't matter, Bitcoin doesn't matter without you guys believing in it, without you guys giving it life, without you guys giving it energy. So please always know, I hold you guys, especially IBC Gang YouTube members and Discord members, on the highest pedestal. Like, I will always hold your guys' best interest in my heart, in what I do each and every day. I will never falter from protecting that shit. And anybody that comes at you guys sideways, I'll fucking go to bat and burn this bitch down all day, every day with you guys, just to protect that. Like, I will. I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm here for it. Like, so without you guys, none of this was possible. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I wholeheartedly mean it. Like, none of this would have been possible without you guys. And so with all of that being said, let's get to it. Oh my God, they got to drink again. They're still talking. Are they listening and talk? Are you all listening and talking over there? Look.
Hey, Tank. Let's bring out the goodies. Come on now.
All right. God, it's just excited. All right. So I don't know an official name yet, but everybody who is a Maneki holder, welcome to. I'm just gonna spitball whatever.
You didn't prepare a speech for this?
No, it's all fucking, dude. If I prepare a speech, then I'm gonna fuck it up. But like, I'm winging it. I'm winging it.
It's from the heart.
It's from the heart. It's genuine. But welcome now to your DAO, which we're gonna come up with a fancy name, but we're gonna, like, it's now the Maneki Cosmos DAO, which is an investment DAO, which you guys funded entirely and which you guys have complete control. Let me show you guys how much money you guys were able to compound, and purchasing power you guys were able to compound. And let me tell you guys the details about this after I show you guys what's coming right back to you guys. Okay. Now, admittingly, I have this on a whole different computer. I'm drinking, so I'm just going to pick it up and show it to you guys. But as you guys know, I didn't take any profits. I didn't take any profits whatsoever with this. Ooh, you guys can't see my password. There was work that was done. So if you guys don't know, Stargaze had to take their cut. I believe, what is it, Jerry, again? Like 10% or whatever it is. And then, of course, I had to pay the Knots team for what they did. None of this was possible. They have an artist. They have a team. All of them. They helped me with every bit of this. So they needed to get paid. But as far as I go and as far as the team goes, no profit taking was taken and will never be taken. This is coming straight back to you guys. You guys now have, and this isn't entirely because we still got a couple stragglers, but you guys now have $43,466 that is locked up into USDC because we realized profits when profits were pumping. And now this $43,466 is going to be used to fund the DAO, to go right back into the investment DAO. Now that you guys know the number, let me kind of give you guys the rough breakdown on what I've envisioned as far as this project goes. Now, this admittingly is a very, very, it's never been done before. So I guess you could call it an experiment of some sorts, I guess. But I wanted to give the power back to the people to really make life-changing potential profits and or decisions collectively with like-minded individuals without fear of some third party or some entity wanting to recuperate what they've lent out or what they've granted, or, you know, whatever interest that they have in mind. If you guys have watched my channel, right, like I talk about healthy business practices, sustainability, longevity, and profitability all the damn time, and money management, right? Like all the damn time. And this whole Maneki Cosmos project was, it might not be perfect, and this is where you guys are going to come in, but it was the closest damn thing I could ever think of being fair and for the people long term, right? If I'm missing anything too, please, Bren, let me know. Like, let me know if there's anything.
Bren in the chat there, he's doing it up right now.
Yeah, he's Bren's all over it, guys. But let me step back. I'm getting kind of ahead of myself, obviously, because I've been drinking. But let me kind of take a step back and let me kind of tell you guys where this all started. Let me plug this up too first, though. Ooh. And yes, I will give you guys the wallet address, and you guys will be able to monitor this at all times so that you guys know where that money is, how much money is there at all times as well. So give me a second, though.
Guys, yeah, this is Bren. If you don't recognize my voice, I just want to say, if you guys have any questions about this, you can DM me on Discord. My DMs are open. If you have questions on the DAO and what it's going to entail and how we're going to go about things, just DM me, ask me anything. I can finally fucking answer these questions that I've been waiting to answer for over a month. So please, go ahead.
So okay, let me start from square one, right? Well, the what really sparked this whole idea is the endless comments that I get from being a YouTuber, and then, you know, that is, you know, how to make gains being a little person. Like, I get the question specifically is, you know, kind of small investor, somebody with $500 to $1,000 really make life-changing, changes in their financial future. And like, over time, the easy answer is yes, you definitely can, but there's got to be opportunities that are capitalized on in order for those things to realistically happen for the little guy. Like, you know, there's a saying, like, you know, it's easier to make money when you have money, and it is definitely like, it's a truth, right? Like, it's a lot harder to make really big changes when you don't have as much capital to make those, you know, those big investments, those life-changing flips and stuff like that. So I got asked quite a bit that question. And then I also got asked quite a bit on, you know, like how I actually have done the flipping and the changing in my financial future. Like, and I've said it so many times, like, you know, I've taken $500 and flipped it to $10,000 on osmosis many, many times, especially during the previous run up. It was easy, right? And with those two things, the only thing I could draw from was my past experiences over 20 plus years in the traditional markets, being once a realtor, you know, an investor in multiple different angles. Like I've said it before, a medical company. My wife's a doctor. I own a medical company with her. On top of that, I have several investment properties. On top of that, I've made really good decisions in the trade sector. And while I was pulling from things that I've gone through, because that's the only reference point that I have, that's my truth. Like, I was trying to figure out what set me apart in my trajectory as far as financially, you know, like what has got me to the point now where I can sit here and make videos and I don't work, right? I don't do the 9 to 5. I don't do all that shit. Like, how can I get my fellow brothers and sisters in the Cosmos ecosystem to the same place that I'm at eventually? And it really hit me when I thought about like where I came from and where I'm at now. And it's really easy to kind of correlate now in hindsight. But I was a realtor, really successful realtor early off in my early 20s. And like, it's easy to correlate, right? Like, selling physical property, same thing as like, you know, we're buying and selling digital property. So like, that was easy. And then I was like, well, what else actually changed my trajectory financially? And it was two things. At the time, I didn't have the money, to call it VC. participation, but I was actually, I don't know if you guys know what private equity funds are at all. They're just pretty much like a lower variation of VC funding, but more of like on a collective, smaller group, or we're basically what you do. And let me actually bring up oh gosh, I should have been more professional about this, but let me pull up a kind of something to show you guys a visual so you guys can see this. What a private equity fund looks like.
Hey, Tank. So you remember when we put together that PowerPoint on Google Sheets?
It's on that laptop.
Yeah, I have it on my PC. I'm thinking if I should post some of the slides into the Maneki private chat so people can visually just have a summary of everything.
Yeah, definitely.
There are some things in there that are TBD, though, like to be discussed. Should I leave that in there or take those out?
No, it's totally fine. And we're going to get to that in just a little bit, right? Like a lot of this is just framework right now. And so admittingly, like a lot of this is, as I go on explaining a lot more of this is going to hopefully make sense to you guys. And so, sorry, I can't look at if I look at the chat, I'm going to forget it. So let me pull up, right? Let me pull up what the structure usually looks like. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because like this really did change my financial trajectory when I was a lot younger with my investments, right? Like I was invited to partake in several of these in my earlier 20s, and it really, really paid off. Like, you know, sometimes it doesn't, but it really did pay off for me. And so I was thinking about what happened recently in our ecosystem that was very similar to this. And a lot of you guys are going to grit your teeth, but you know, it's, you learn from situations. Like everything is a learning moment, right? Like even bad things, you can learn from them. What happened recently with Juno reminded me so much of private equity funds that like, that's what really sparked the thought process of doing something like this. Now, basically what I'm trying to get at is what happened with Takumi, right? Like the Juno well was basically what Takumi did, unethically, untransparent, and just, he did it in a really shitty way. But basically what he did was he ran a private equity fund with the people that he supposedly gathered, you know, funds from, and he was managing it. So again, a private equity fund runs like this, right? Like you have financial sponsors and you have investors that invest in capital to the private equity fund, right? Like, and they call that accredited investors. Basically, all that is do you have enough money, and are you willing to sign a contractual agreement saying that you're not going to fucking bust our balls? And when I say our balls, I'm talking about the management company that's managing the private equity fund of a combined set of accredited investors. That's all it is basically you have to have a certain limit or amount of money, and then you have to like basically sign away and say that you're okay with somebody else managing your fund over a set amount of time. So basically you give them X amount of money and they agree to give you back a certain percent each year, or each whatever payout that your structured fund is you know, agreed upon. But that's basically what a private equity fund is. Now it's kind of hard to get into that when you don't, it's super hard to get into that when you don't have money. So not a lot of people have ever partaken in this, or have even had the opportunity to partake in this, because the bar of entry is set so fucking high for most people. But that's basically what it is. It's just a combination, basically what Takumi did over there, but it's more legit. I guess if you want to say like TradeFi is legit. There's always the reason why I don't like it, and the reason why the only like thing that I didn't like when I partook in it is these management companies, they get paid by fees, right? It's kind of like exchanges. Like they don't really care how much money you make. Like they're just going to take a set amount of whatever money you make, and that's how they're going to make their fortunes, right? They're just going to nickel and dime you to death, and that's how they're going to get rich over time. What I thought of was, what if I could do what Takumi did in a more transparent, fair, forthcoming, and equal kind of structure, and take the best of TradeFi, apply it into DeFi with what we have right now in our ecosystem. And again, what we have is DAO, we have Juno, and we have NFTs. So again, one of the reasons why I couldn't ever tell any of you guys what utility or what value case the NFTs were going to be had is if I was to have told you guys, the investors right here, that you guys were buying these NFTs because you're going to be getting some kind of guaranteed return back, that would be me selling you guys a security. None of this would have worked. None of it would have worked. I mean, it could work. We could float in the gray area for a long time. But since I didn't tell any of you guys, and I'm just coming back and I'm kind of like, painting a really good look on myself, but coming back later, now that the mint's over, like Santa Claus, and just dropping back this present on you guys and giving you guys access to $43,000 worth of collective funds that I'm not taking profits for, want you guys to have access to. We didn't sell a security. We didn't do anything at all that's illegal. So that's, again, why I couldn't tell you guys what you guys were buying as far as anything further than an NFT. So does that make any sense at all? Is everybody following at all?
Looks like it. People in chat seem pretty hyped.
I'm Oprah. Everybody gets. So let me before I go any further with this, let me give you guys some real quick, quick math, right? Some quick math. How much was it? How much,
like, holy crap.
How much did we end up minting? We minted 278. 278. We minted 278. Now, I haven't done all the math yet, and all the funds aren't in just yet. They're not all in yet. They're not all converted. So we actually have a little bit more than that.
That'll be in later tonight. So we'll have the final tally a little bit later.
Yeah, collectively we have a little bit more than that. But let's just say we have what we have. And again, I haven't done all the math on the averages of what the average purchase price for Maneki was. You guys got to remember, we launched. Let me pull this up as well. Let me pull up Osmosis to give you guys, like, I tried to think of as many things as I possibly could to protect you guys and to give you guys back value in your investment, your, whatever you ended up printing or minting a Maneki for at the time of your mint. I tried to think of all of this stuff for the DAO and for the investment fund, and try to make it favorable for you guys, as much as I possibly could. So let me go ahead and bring this up right now. This is, if Osmo works for me. So what was it here? Let me go here. We got to zoom in a little bit, right? We got to zoom in a little bit here. It was the 11th. We launched on the 11th. Which is this candle right here. Like, we launched on the 11th. Right here, not the absolute bottom, but dang, guys, we almost fucking nailed the bottom. So we could come back, but we almost nailed the bottom. The point is, we already converted into USDC, so we're good, guys. We took profits on the way up, like I always tell you guys. So I want to make sure you guys understand that your guys' value for what you've already spent on your NFT, locked in, secured. You guys have a certain amount percent-wise of value that is safe. You don't ever have to worry or be scared that this NFT project is going to be rug pulled, or there's some kind of weird shit happening in the background where you're going to lose value in your NFT. If you don't sell and the person next to you doesn't sell, you have your value locked in, because I'm not realizing any profits. It's going to the DAO entirely. We already showed you guys the amount, but let me give you guys some quick, from right here, basically 22.4 to about, what was the low? Some of you guys got a really absolute steal. Some of you guys were actually able to mint basically really close to the whitelist mint price that was $160.
Some people got lower.
Yeah, some people actually got a little bit lower at the moment. So from 19.5 to about 22, would I say 4 or give or take? From there, let me go to the expert charts and kind of just put this in perspective here. I have to go a lot lower here. This is on the 15. So let me go to the 4 hour, make this a little bit better for you guys, if it works for me. Let me show you guys what you guys have already done here. Okay. So price, what we say, 22.4. Let's just split it and say 21.5, right? Because it went down to 19.5 or whatever it was. But let's just say on average, and I could do all this math later, right, to get it pretty accurate. But on average, to where you are right now, a lot of you guys that were early minters, you're up 33.54% in the mint price when you minted it, when you had a whitelist, when some of you guys got it even lower because price kept dipping a little bit lower with stars after we listed it. So some of you guys might be up 35% on your, if you're looking at it as an investment, just the NFT alone, you're up 35% right now. You guys were up much higher at one point, actually, from that low, give or take, to this high. You were up 41%, almost 42% in the stars value accrual after you minted it. Now, some of you guys have been minting, between all of this. So again, that I'm just saying that the average person that was earlier on when we were printing 5%, 10% of the Maneki total amount, like a lot of you guys are in profits right now. And again, I've locked those away. None of them is in stars. Each day, especially as we're in profits, I was steadily taking profits. Like I always tell you guys, realize profits when profits are there. So again, this price in theory could dip back down and your Maneki has not lost any value via stars, because guess what? It's locked away in USDC, my friends. USDC. Now, we saw seeing what happened with the stable. Let's knock on fucking wood right now. I think we're pretty good with USDC, but like it's locked up. We've got value, right? We've gotten value now. So later, Blau. Later, Blau. It's so late for Blau, but he sticks around. Blau's such a G, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of point that out right now. So another thing I want to say is, like, on average, let's just say, right, from a little bit less than 160 to the regular mint price of $200 to some of you guys minting it like up close to $260, right? Let's just say on average out of that 278 Manekis minted, whatever, I keep saying printed. Let's just say on average, I don't know exactly what the average is, but let's just say it's 230. Like that's the average mint price for a Maneki, right? If we take, what did I say it was, guys? What did I say the total amount was? 43,000. Let's just say $43,000. Don't even worry about the change. And if we take let's take $43,000 divided by 200 and what was it? 278. Correct me now, guys. 273, 278, Bren?
I'm sorry, I'm busy with some Discord DMs right now. I was not paying attention.
Everybody's DMing. Was it 278, guys? Tell me again. I believe it was.
Someone in the chat, say something.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, it was 278.
278. So again, the total value amount that you have reserved right now, that you've locked away, that you cannot lose for minting a Maneki is $154, a little over $154. Now, again, if we want to divide that by 230 is what we're saying the average is, right? Like you've already, by what we're doing, just off that, you're basically able to hold. Now it's going to go up a little bit more than that. So it's probably like 68%, but you're basically able to reserve 68% of the value of your NFT in its entirety. So it will never go down below that. Like just from what we're doing, just on the NFT aspect of it all, just because I'm not taking profits and I'm self-sacrificing all this other shit, like you are able to retain over 67%, probably around 68 when we get everything finalized, 67 to 68% of the total value long-term in your NFT. Guaranteed, fucking-teed. So long as nobody's crazy and starts selling like below what you guys, like, I don't know why you guys would do it, but so long as you guys don't try to sell it underneath, what you minted it for, you'll always have about 67 to 68% of the value retained and stored away and locked away and saved for your NFT. Fucking insane. It's insane. Tell me any other project that guarantees you, as far as an NFT project goes, that after you minted it, you're going to be able to retain, no matter what, 67 to 68% of the total value that you spent to mint.
Where is the USDC sitting?
In right the wallet right now, it's on a Kepler wallet. But again, that wallet, by the way, guys,
is it in Axelar?
It's in the USDC Axelar. Yeah, it's sitting there. So again,
Wow just posted that the Nomad bridge got hacked, so maybe you might want to revise that.
We'll definitely, and again, this is going to be, these funds, guys, is going to be controlled via governance, and we're going to get to that in a little bit, like the details, right, in a little bit. But I just want to share with you guys, as long as, like, stop bringing that shit up, by the way, like, knock on wood, everybody, knock on fucking wood. Like, the only way this shit goes anywhere or loses is some weird, wild shit happens. But so yeah, just for taking that chance, just for taking the risk without knowing anything at all, you now have access from you holding. The only way that you're going to have access to this, by the way, is you have to hold and eventually stake your NFT, right? We have to be able to verify that you're the holder of the NFT in a lot of different ways. You now have access to an investment fund with the capital of over $43,000, a little bit more than that. Your NFT is going to retain 67% of its total value from the average of what we all minted it for. Not to say some of you guys are in profits. Like, I'm just talking about the overall average, right? A lot of you guys are in profits and above. A lot of you guys are in profits and above. So keep that in mind. So I just want to kind of like let you guys know just that aspect, just the fucking first part of it. I don't know any other project that can claim, as far as an NFT project goes, that you can retain 67% and not worry about it. Other than some outside active, like, Black Swan event and stuff like that. Bren is having PTSD. You guys stop messing with Bren. Stop messing with
Dude,
Bren right now.
If Axelar USD isn't safe, yeah, I'm having fucking PTSD right now, if that's the case.
But so, are you guys following? Does anybody have any questions about that? Because we got a lot more stuff that we need to get into. We got a lot more stuff, and the bullishness of where we could take this, and the fucking insanity of where this could possibly go gets even higher and higher and higher and higher and higher in just a little bit. So if that wasn't enough for you, I got more stuff I want to fucking tell you. Okay. So trust me, if you put it on a 15 time X long and just go long. Check the Maneki. You guys talking about me? I can't. I don't want to check it just yet. And we will, right? We're going to have a spaces in a little bit. We'll go through all this stuff and we'll have an open discussion in just a little bit as well. But so here's our thought process, right? With everything now, the smaller stuff out there for you guys to know. The way I envision the Maneki Cosmos DAO, investment DAO, is for the smaller people, again, to collectively combine their purchasing power while protecting themselves, both by the compounding power of their the overall capital, and then also with the compounding, aspect of this is going to be ran via traditional governance. So every decision that's made from here on out about these funds is going to be made by Maneki holders. And that's the only people that have the right to vote for this. So you compounded your purchasing power. You also compounded the security aspect of it, because, and I'll tell you guys how this works after. You're going to have now 200. I have this whole spiel that I used to use when I was explaining this to Brent and all this stuff memorized in my head, but I have to change it now that we have 278. You have 277 other people. Like if everybody just minted one, but that's not the case. You have over 200 other people that are also all looking out for good proposals, good investment ideas, and who are also looking out for the vested interest of the profitability long term with this money over, a set, whatever. This could go on for indefinitely. So that's how I envision this happening. Now I have a kind of like a theory or kind of like a set standard or framework of how I think that this could best be ran. And one of the ways that I've seen this is I want to start an investment DAO, use the funds by not taking any profits at all to fund the investment DAO, invite everybody that holds a Maneki, all 278 people. I know some of you guys hold multiple Maneki. So all over 200 plus people that hold a Maneki all have access and have equal rights to the funds and what happens to the funds via governance. And we're going to use the same structure as traditional governance that we have in the Cosmos ecosystem. And what I mean by that is you guys are going to have to get in the know if you guys actually want to participate. There's some of you guys that could just hold your Maneki and just ride the coattails of others. There's that aspect of it too. That's totally fine. But for some of you guys that savvy yourself good investors, that savvy yourself participants of this ecosystem. Maybe you guys maybe this will incentivize you guys to learn a little bit more, right? Like I'm always about getting to know a little bit more, do some digging, participate in governance and stuff like that. So I'm trying to kill multiple birds with couple stones, but with as least many stones as possible with this DAO. So when I'm talking about with governance, I'm talking about everything, guys. When this DAO gets formulated, even the multi-sig managers that are going to be, it has to be volunteer based, right? Are going to have to be voted for. You're going to have to run for your position just like everybody else, just like in the regular world. If you're an alderman, a councilwoman and stuff like that, if you think that you have something that you can provide, and you think that maybe kind of what it takes and stuff like that, you're going to have to put up a Commonwealth proposal, like courting the people on why you would be a good candidate for this DAO, why you have the protected interest in mind for the people that are involved in this DAO, and you're gonna and the people that are in this DAO are going to get to vote on if you get that position or not, right? Like it's going to be a multi-sig. I don't want it to be just me or Crypto Tank's favorite people that are going to be the multi-sig. This is for the people. This is a governance thing by the people for the people entirety. This is your money. This is your collective purchasing power. Yeah, what's going on?
So explain what a multi-sig person would have to do, what their responsibilities would be as well.
We'll get into all of that in a little bit, because again, there's going to be a lot of things that are actually, you guys thought that the damn Discord is going to blow up. Like the Discord is going to blow up even more now. There's going to be even more channels within it and subgroups and stuff like that, and campaigns that are going to get ran. But I don't want to, because it's going to take a long time to kind of explain all this stuff. But that's a good question, and we're going to get into that. Maybe Savvy looking up what a multi-sig is and what it means to be a multi-sig, participant. That would be the first thing that I would suggest to you guys. But again, a multi-sigs in general, it's just, those are the people that are, it's like, when you ever see those old, I guess they're in the new movies too, where they all, like for the nuclear detonation button, one person's wearing a key and that person has to wear a key, and then that person all has to touch the button simultaneously to execute the executive order. It's kind of the same thing, right? Like the people will vote for something, an investment idea or proposal or something of that, and it's the multi-sig managers that are going to ensure that actually takes place. So yeah, it's kind of like that. But for the sake of this stream and for not going too long, let's save that for after, because again, we have a lot of building to do, and I would like for this to happen not quickly where it's reckless, but quickly, because one of the best times to do something like this is in the bear market, right? Like we have capital now to buy some shit in the bear market.
You could have timed everything better, like honestly.
Huh?
As soon as you started minting, like everything started going up.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect timing. Some people say I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I know what the fuck I'm doing, and kind of. Anyway, so yeah, so let's not start hacking those weeds just yet, but we'll get into that. So again, going back into the governance and participation aspect of everything, everybody has equal rights via governance, just like any traditional standard that we come to expect in the Cosmos ecosystem. So if you have an idea, it first goes to Commonwealth. It could be a signaling proposal on Commonwealth. It could be an execution proposal on Commonwealth before it actually goes on chain. You need to be well thought. You need to explain yourself as best you can, and the people are going to vote on everything via governance. Now, let me tell you guys, and this could change. This is up to you guys as well. But initially, what I envisioned the DAO, the way I envisioned it was everybody that holds one Maneki will get 60 Koban or Kob tokens. If you guys don't know, Kobans are these little gold tokens in the Maneki's hands. It's gonna be called a Kob, a Koban or Kob, COB or KOB for the short token acronym. Now the governance tokens, they have no value. The only thing that has value per se is your NFT. So like everybody that was saying, oh, my my Comdex or my persistent stuff, like everybody's NFT matters equally in one key way. It grants you access to this DAO, and it grants you access to participating in governance, and it grants you access if you, again, this could change via your guys' opinions and what you guys vote on, but if you guys, depending on if you guys participate in governance as well, we're not going to reward people that just sit around and do nothing, right? Like, yeah, it gives you access to this, but if you see proposals and you're not voting, like, why should we fucking reward you, right? If you didn't vote for it, you must not care. So I'm trying to incentivize participation. I'm trying to incentivize, activity. So again, that could change though. I'm not saying I'm right about that, but that's the way I thought about it. So everybody that holds it will get 60 COB tokens. It'll take you 50 to spend to put up a proposal. And you will have each one token after that. You'll have 10 left over per your NFT. So if some of you guys have, more than what, you'll just get 60 per NFT. So if you're like one of those really active people, you can put up all kinds of stupid proposals, right? Like you can put up all kinds of crazy shit. And also the amount of NFTs you hold gives you a percentage guaranteed in the profit taking as well. So there's that. You guys, there's that as well. The more NFTs you hold, the more obvious percentage you're going to get back because it's collectively your right? It's your money. It's collectively yours. So we'll get into all of that and the details between that, but I'm just giving you guys the framework that I've envisioned. This could change. It's up to you guys, but it'll cost you 50 COB tokens to propose anything. So I suggest that you really think about from start to finish a proposal and its details. It'll cost you 1 COB token to vote on proposals. And I gave 10 extra ones because who knows, we could see like all kinds of proposals coming up, right? And these COBON tokens each quarter will be replenished automatically. So again, remember, they have no value at all. The only value they have is that you can participate in governance and putting up proposals. That's the only value that they're going to have, period. But they're going to get replenished to you. So if you're an active proposer, you see like you're out there looking for good investments, you're out there putting out good proposals, even if it gets shot down, like there's going to be more COBON tokens replenished in your stack, in your governance token, so that you can continuously put out ideas for the community and you're not going to lose anything long term, right? Like there has to be kind of like, that could change, but I'm thinking every quarter a replenishment phase of that sort, because if you're just putting out crazy wacky doody shit, like at some point we got to go, okay, hold the fuck on. Like you got to wait a little bit more to put up another proposal, and you got to wait for the replenishment cycle to come along so that you can kind of like, maybe see another thing and do your homework again, or, redo your thing and resubmit it again. But again, that could all change, but that's how I'm looking at the governance tokens. Now, as far, yes.
I made a statement in the chat. I said we're not gonna most likely allow leverage trading proposals. Like, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't. It's via governance, right? So I can't say that it's a for sure no. I can't. Like I want to. I have a structure and like when we make the DAO and all that stuff. Like I have a vision. That I think makes a lot of sense because I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. But I would recommend that we don't jump straight into a leverage trade. Like I recommend that we leave as much leverage out of the question right now to get this started, right? Like, look, you guys heard me in my streams. Like, it's not about how much you can swing for the fence and how much knockout punches you're going for. It's about base hits. It's about overtime wins. It's about being smart about your investments and getting in the right investments so you can sustain this and build this long term. Like if you really think about what this could actually snowball into, you guys might be in the first ever collective foundation DAO. This could turn into be, if we get into the right investments, like when I was first thinking about this, just imagine guys, I was talking to Grits, it was you and I talking about this just recently, right? Imagine being able to buy Juno when Juno first came out with $40,000. Like what was it? Like when Juno first came out, it was like $350, right? $350. I'm sorry. Let me do this. let's just say 40, imagine you had $40,000 to buy Juno at 350, and like the combined community, we saw the proposal, we did our research on it, we're all bullish on it. We're like, yes, fuck yeah, let's all spend $40,000. I'm not saying we do this, but let's just degen into this and spend $40,000 and execute purchasing Juno at $3.50, right? That would have, oops, nope, I'm sorry. I times that. I didn't divide. 40,000 divided by $3.50. That would have gave us 11,428 Juno back then, before it ran up to $40. And like, again, this is where I'm going with this. So just imagine if you guys can like really think about it. Imagine that in your first original proposal for buying this investment, you also put in there that at set intervals of price appreciation, percent-wise, that we were going to be profit taking, and it was going to be executing automatically so that we're securing our initial investment, right? Like imagine that you put in there, if we're able to see a 10% gain in price appreciation for Juno after buying it for $3.50, like we're gonna take back our initial investment so that we don't have anything that we're risking as far as the DAO goes, plus profits, right? Plus the triple plus, like I always say, plus we're gonna recognize and keep for the DAO long term a little bit of free and clear Juno to stake over time. But let's just say we didn't do that, and we just held, and we were fucking, all we were concerned about was buying it at 350, getting 11,428 Juno, and then somewhere in between that first initial investment proposal, we put in there, hey, if Juno goes up to $40, we all agree that we're going to take profits on it. Like, you know, it's nobody ever does that. Nobody ever sells the top and, you know, buys the absolute bottom. But I'm just speculating. I'm just throwing it out there, food for thought, right? Let's just say that that's how that structure for that proposal was structured, and we all voted for it. It's going to happen because we all voted for it, right? Like we bought it at $350. We got $11,428 worth, or we got $11,428 Juno for our money, for our $40,000, and then we see it go to $40. Let me just put some food for thought for you guys. Times $40.
It's such a cool social experiment.
That's $459,200 in profits, because we pooled our money. We were smart about our investment proposals and profit taking. Now, again, the structure for the DAO is whenever we take profits or are able to realize profits, it gets paid out to the stakers of the NFTs, to the holders of the NFTs, to the people that were participating and voted, whether you voted yes or no. So long as you voted on the proposal, you get access to that profit. You get access to that profit. So let me just clear this for you guys. Let me just put this in perspective, okay? $459,000 and $459,200, right? Divided by, what was it again? 278. Each one of you guys are going to get $1,651 from that initial payout. You just like more than 10x your initial, if you just bought one Maneki at $200. You 16x'd. You 16x'd your initial investment. Plus, let me just remind you, Stars has gone up in price, so you already are up in that. Also, the funds are locked in USDC and it's stable, so you have 67, 68% stored away in value for your NFT in general anyway. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Or that's just one variation of that. That's just, you know, the proposals is what makes this. The proposals in this experiment is what makes this. Again, it's for the people, by the people, right? Imagine if we did get a little degen with stuff. Imagine if, you know, when we do have order books and margin and stuff like that. Imagine we're more conservative about things and we decided to stake a certain amount. You remember Juno, while it was doing all that stuff, it was like 120 AP, annualized returns percent wise. again, let me go to stakely.io. Let me go to stakely.io for you guys here. Again, this is like what doors this opens up for everybody is amazing, right? Like, again, this we'll just use where it's at right now. It's only 86%. It's only 86%. Let's just say you had 11,400 Juno, right? We're making monthly 3,461. If all we're doing is selling our rewards to continuously ensure that we as an investment DAO are continuously making profits, right? Every month we're going to be splitting 3,000, it's going to change and stuff like that. But if we just sold it, we didn't compound any further, we could just divide up. It'd be a long-term passive income play for everybody involved. Just got to hold it. Just set it, forget it, vote every once in a while, and you're going to get passively paid over a long amount of time for $200. For some of you guys, $150. For some of you guys, a little bit more than $200, whatever. But every month you're dividing 300. Let me do that too. It's not going to be as bullish, right? But like over time, $3,461 divided by 278, you're going to get $12.44 a month, right? Passively, just passively off the rewards. You're not risking anything else. And let's just say price accumulates for Juno, like that's a whole nother part of that, the puzzle, right? Like, or a different aspect of let's just say if it just sticks to where it's at right now, times every year, let's just times this by 12. You're going to get 100, basically back what you spent. You're going to get $150 in passive revenue just if we do that. And that's not what we're going to do, just that. Like, right? We're smart. We're way smarter than that. Imagine if we, like the price of Juno, or let's just say we could even if you guys wanted to do this, it all depends on how you guys structure your proposals, right? It all depends on how you guys want to structure your proposals. Let's just say we're making 822 Juno a month. That's what you're making in staking 11,400 Juno right now, current prices, right? You're making 822 Juno a month times 12. That's 9,864. Let's just say we say every year we're going to just divide it up and give everybody that amount in Juno back. Like, we're just going to give you guys the Juno back and, forget the other things and other plays and other ways that we could do this. Let's just say we do this way. 9,864 Juno. It's going to change because the percentages are going to move and stuff like that. It's a moving thing, right? But like split it up against 170. No, I'm sorry. What did I just say? Let me go back. Dang it. 822 times 12. I fucked it up. Divided by 278. I said 178. Divided by that. Each one of you guys will get 35 Juno. Like, again, if it goes back up to, what is it? $40 times $40. That's again $1,420-ish dollars just passively. I'm just taking such the conservative route with this, super conservative route with this. The idea is to do this over and over and over. This is just like one idea. There's so many different ways to make this multiply, like the profitability multiply. But like, again, I'm just giving examples, right? So, yeah. And
are you going to talk about like people who own multiple Manekis, what that would mean for them?
Yeah. So, but like, again, this hasn't been fully set in stone. I'm sure you guys, it's on that the sheets, right? Or on the what am I trying to think of the word? The thing we shared, the presentation that we shared, right? I think it was on there. But again, the structure for this could change as well. Like, right? Like, so let's just say, per Maneki, you're entitled to a certain percent. So every Maneki that you have increases that percent entitlement for profit taking over any, potential, there's so much things to talk about. Any potential investment proposal. So many P words. Like, right? That's how right. We're looking at it. But this is per the people. And again, there's gonna be proposals, and right now, while the DAO is being formulated, that are gonna just go on to, depending on how we structure it. I don't know if it's just gonna be Commonwealth or it's gonna be some other way that we do proposals internally first. But again, you have to have the role while this is happening until it goes to the DAO of a verified Maneki holder. So come do that in our Discord. We'll give it a couple of days. There'll probably be enough time to do that. Probably take a little bit longer to do all this stuff. But yeah, there's this journey, admittingly, again, has many different variables, can go many different ways, can be very, very profitable if we're smart about it. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to do something different. I wanted to set expectations as to for what people are buying with NFTs. I wanted to bring different value accruals for NFTs. I wanted to flip that value proposition that people are putting out there of what NFTs are all about or could be. And then I want to give the power back to the people as fairly and as transparently as I possibly was able to. So again, this is admittingly, guys, it is a very big social experiment. And I know a lot of you guys, there was, the thought, there was an experiment. This is on you though. I don't control anything. This is all going to the vast majority of the decisions other than the structure of the DAO, because again, I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying something at some point. And this goes back to centralization in all of crypto, right? At some point, there's a centralized entity that has to make sure that things, the integrity is set and that, the goal and the game plan gets laid out in the way that they envisioned. So I get yes, I know a lot of it's still sitting with me. You guys have to put a lot of trust in me to set it up to be as fair as possible. But I don't know how you guys are going to take this, but I have to. I don't, it's hard for me to trust people's intentions. All I know are mine. And I know that what my intentions are. I'm going to protect you guys. The only way that happens from here or there, and there's a big risk if I kick over and die, somebody breaks my neck, whatever. But again, there's ways that I'll make sure that happens, that you guys get control of things and stuff like that. But it sounds fucked up, but I'm saying trust me, but at the same time, I'm saying I have a hard time trusting things that there's a lot of bad actors out there. There's a lot of people trying to take advantage of the people in the Cosmos ecosystem, and I just want to protect it for the short time frame. So I do, it bothers me. If you guys can't tell, it bothers me that is what it is, but it is what it is. Until we have that formalized and stuff like that, everything else after that is going to be managed equally. I don't have any equal or I don't have any more power than the next person next to me. The only thing that might give you a little bit of an edge is your governance tokens via how much Manekis you have. And if you're an active researcher of potential investment opportunities, that would be the only thing, that basically.
Wait a second, Tank. Did we not say that 1 Maneki or 4 Maneki, you'd end up with the same governance tokens?
Maybe we did, but I'm trying to think if that's fair. Again, caveat, right? A lot of these things are this is just the structure or the framework that initially we have spitballed. I think, did we say that? Did we say that?
That's what I remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, there's been so much shit between here and there. Again, guys, not an excuse, but there's been so much shit in between all that stuff. If there was a good reason why we said that. Again, we could talk about
tokens per wallet.
Yeah. We could talk about, we'll talk about that. But yeah, so that's the gist of the Maneki project. Congratulations, everybody. You just now gave yourself huge advantage over everybody else out there that was not willing to do what you guys did. You guys now have a combined purchasing power of over $44,000, give or take. I don't know exactly what it is just yet. I just want to give you guys another, just food for thought, right? Imagine, and I'm not saying, I don't know, I don't have any insider thing or anything like that, but imagine we get another investment opportunity like we saw with Juno. Imagine on top of that, of what we said earlier with like we bought 11,400 or whatever Juno at 350, and then price goes up to $40. Imagine somebody puts out a proposal where we say, F it. We're long-termers. We're going to go 3 years, 5 years with this shit, right? Because like the fundamentals and the tokenomics of Juno, like let's just say something comes up that's similar to it, right? So I'm using that as an example, is really bullish for the first 3 years, right? Like the inflation schedule, super, super bullish, like, right? Like we're super bullish on it. We all agree on it. Let's just say it goes up, like, right? It's $456,000. And let's just say like we all we do in that is recognize the initial 40,000 back, and everybody agrees to like forego short-term gratification, and we reinvest, or we take smaller payouts, but we keep, maybe we divide 50% of this, and everybody gets a payout of that. But now you are part of a small collective investment fund, like I said, this is the idea, right? Like admittingly, it came from a private equity fund. You're part of a private group of now, which are accredited investors, and now you have access to $200,000 to buy Goland. And imagine Goland just fucking changes everything, or whatever it is, right? Like imagine something else comes out and we use $200,000 and we split it up amongst. Maybe we spend $50,000 here and become the Juno well there, because that's the max for airdrops. And then we take $50,000 and buy it in Atom, and like we get all these consumer chains. And we take $50,000 and buy Golan, and then we still have our initial investment. We still are taking profits because now we have $200,000 on top of that to realize profits and divide amongst 278 people. It's still $719. And if you just base hit things and really think about the long term instead of trying to slam it out the park, we're going to slam it out the park. There's going to be moments that happens, but we take the slow road, the conservative, the over time to change the trajectory. Imagine when the bull market comes back in a year and a half. Imagine that we have 11,400 Juno, right? And then Juno goes to $1,000. That's quick math. You guys know what that math is, right? Oops. That's $11 million. That's $11 fucking million, my friends. Do you guys understand the power of combining or compounding your purchasing power? Let's split that up amongst 278 people. That's $41,000 each. Not too shabby for your small $260 investment max. All you have to do is play it right. Don't try to be a greedy Petey, Don't do those kind of things.
Greedy Petey.
So, I'm gonna end the Spaces has been going for forever and ever and ever, but I'm going to end this, and then I'm going to start a new Spaces right now to talk to you guys and get your guys opinions about this. We can go really far with this, guys, really, really far. And I'm not trying to like, oh, hell me on a pedestal or anything like that. What it took was somebody to be self-sacrificial, to sacrifice and forego profits, and to not be a greedy Petey. That's all it took. It took something like this from the ground up. That, like I talk about all the time, money management, sustainability and stuff like that. The problem that we've been having in the crypto space, in the Cosmos ecosystem, is that it either always goes back to a grant, it always goes back to a community fund with some kind of weird hook or expectation, or it goes back to an individual that wants to realize profits to run whatever business operation they have or whatever, right? I don't need it. I've been telling you guys I don't need this stuff. I've been telling you guys I'm not going to ever feed off you guys. I want to build off you guys. I've been telling you guys this for a long, long time. The only way that any of this stuff really works, and the reason why they've always had problems, is because there's a hook. There's always somebody that needs that profit, that needs to balance the books, that needs to recoup their initial investment. I didn't need to recoup shit. I need you guys to be profitable. I need you guys to be practicing proper risk management. I need you guys to be healthy. I want you guys to be healthy. That's all it took, is for somebody to be self-sacrificial. That's all it took. And now the doors are wide open. And as long as we don't trip on our own shoelaces and we're smart about this, I just showed you guys. Again, $41,000 times 278 people. That's $11,400,000. Just if, using the example, if we bought Juno at $350 in its entirety with $40,000, held on to it when it went to $1,000, and then split it amongst ourselves. Talk about a return on your investment. Talk about making a fucking good decision about minting a Maneki. Good fortune to the cosmos, my friends. Good fortune be upon you. May fortune bless you in the years to come. May bad actors eat a dick. And people that are trying to feed off you guys, fuck off and burn. This is for you guys, and I want you guys to understand that. Like, you guys are the most important people. So let's build this bitch. Let's make this something that is the standard going forward, to where anybody that comes out with expectations or says some shit needs to compare it to the Maneki Cosmos DAO. For the people, right? That's all it took, is just for somebody to say, you know, I don't want it. Give it back. So again, thank you guys for believing in yourselves. Thank you guys. Pat yourselves on the back. I'm just a stepping stone. Period. Nothing fancy, nothing whatever. It's nothing. All it took is for one person to say no. Nothing special about that. But yeah. Let's get on a Spaces so I can drink some more off air. And you guys, I've already finished my one dip. Well, no, not entirely. Hold on. Cheers.
Cheers.
To you guys, the Maneki DAO. Maybe we'll call it something else, guys. Maybe we'll call it something like the new foundation. You guys are the foundation of this whole ecosystem, right? You guys are what makes the fucking wheel turn. You guys should be the foundation, reaping the benefits. Why the fuck are we talking about other people? We should talk about you guys. And we're going to be talking. People are going to be talking about you guys. Cheers. I'm going to be putting up... go ahead.
Someone named themselves Paper Tank in your chat.
What is it?
They named themselves Paper Tank.
Paper... Origami Tank. Origami Tank. It's flattering. I think that's flattering, to be honest with you.
Also Tank.
Let me put up this Spaces real quick. Post Maneki burn party IBC gang.
IBC gang DAO.
I don't know what we're gonna end up with it being called, but let's go. All right, I'm gonna start it now. I'm gonna close this stream. You guys, congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Join me on the stream. If you guys got Twitter, I know some of you guys might not, but join us on the Discord as well. Don't forget, come get verified if you guys are a Maneki holder. Come get verified. Come get verified, guys. And join us on the stream. I'm going to invite you guys. I'm going to get off here, invite you guys. And this Yo, I didn't do it.
We forgot to spin the wheel for the giveaway.
Hold on. Wait. Oh yeah, we're giving away. I forgot. Wait, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We got more shit that we want to give away to you guys. More shit that we want to give away to you guys. So much more stuff. Let me invite all you guys. Hold on. I invite everybody. Give me 1 second, guys. We're still live on stream. You guys are gonna just hear me as I'm not focused. Twitter Spaces people. Give me 1 second. We're still on YouTube. We're gonna give away a what are we giving away now? A Fuck, I have another giveaway I need to give away too. I need to give away a bunch of IBC friends.
Give away now.
Woman from Cosmos.
We're going to do the women from Cosmos. Forgive me, guys. I'm going to pull it maybe late tonight and just post it on Twitter for the IBC friends. So much stuff to give away. So much stuff to give back to the people. But we're going to give away this beauty right here to one of you guys who are a mentor of a Maneki. So power to the people. Fortune to the cosmos. Fuck everybody else. That's what I get when I get drinking. You guys have been seeing the nice me. Bren, share the screen.
We got to go to the general room.
Damn it. Okay, we're going up there. We're going to mute you, my friend.
I muted him. He's been in here all day. I think he's in here by accident.
Okay.
Misclicked it or something.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm just going to time you out for 5-10 minutes. There you go. Sorry, I timed them out. All right. Let me pull up your stream.
All right, ready?
Let me pull up the stream. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're going to... yeah. Knock. Just pop this out a little bit here. Right here. Make this full screen right here. Can you... Wait, hold on. Now there's a little bit delay. Little bit of delay. All right, guys. You guys ready? Spin that wheel.
Me.
Congratulations to anybody who gets it. Thank you.
Oh, it's Kate.
Hey, Kate, are you here? I absolutely love the stock sound effect, by the way, of Kate. Yeah! There's that one guy in the background all the time who's like, yeah!
I know for a fact Kate is in this because she's always, or they are always interacting with Maneki's tweets, so...
Yeah. So, guys, Kate, congratulations. We're going to jump on over. If you guys have Twitters, come find us in the Twitter space. We'll talk about it, guys. We're going to be doing the other giveaway later, too.
Talk about it.
Mad love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification. Come back. We're doing big things here. We're doing big things. Peace.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
All right, guys, I'm switching on over.